So Fantom went up 100%, and you know, pullback is expected. Anytime you get a, you know, anything that goes up 100% in a couple of days, you know, some kind of pullback you gotta have, and it's needed, it's wanted, it's expected. So we don't mind the pullback, and this actually can be a very good thing for a price. We're gonna see. The late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Before we start, there's this thing called Patreon. On Patreon we do altcoins, you know, what's pumping, what's not pumping. You know, we look at a lot of altcoins that are not actually on YouTube, and you know, we look, you know, for stuff that's, you know, before it goes like 30-40% up, like what's the next in line, right? Because I know it's very easy to see what's something that's already pumped 50% and then FOMO into that, but you know, we're not doing that. So if you need some kind of help with picking up altcoins, checking it out. Now let's get back to Fantom. 100% up, you know, some kind of pullback needed. Pullback we are getting 6.61% down today, and it's actually quite nice. There is no problem with this. We are getting higher high here on the daily. You know, we are pumping towards the upside. Some kind of pullback is needed. If you look at this on the 4 hourly, you'll see that we are going below the 10 moving average down here. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing because we right now is having some kind of pullback, and we are going to try it, you know, maybe even go down all the way to 20 moving average and then climb back above this high, and then you know, exit and create a next higher high. This level up here is very important to watch for, because it doesn't matter how long this goes down, how this actually plays out. It's only after you break this level up here at 2.36 that you actually, you know, explode to the upside again. So this level up here, this high up here, is very important thing to watch. How is this gonna play out is a little tricky to figure out, but this 10 moving average, you know, if we can just go above, just below the 10 moving average, jump back above it, get up here and then explode, or we can go all the way back down, and then this 20 moving average might support us, get up here, because there is not no clear pattern up on this move up here. Beside, you know, it's going up. The trend is broken to the downside, so we know we are not, you know, zooming towards the upside, but that's actually a good thing. That's actually a good thing, because if you look at a daily time frame, you'll see that we are overextended from this 10 moving average and 20 moving average, so forth. We are like this price here, and you know, we are up here, so we are a little bit, you know, over. That's called overextension. And when these overextensions come, you know, you have some kind of pullback. You usually have some kind of pullback. We also have this indicator on here where you can watch the pullback, the late adopter overextension pullback indicator. And if you see here that yesterday we were at some kind of very high levels, and we need some kind of pullback. You can see these levels do happen quite not that often, but they do happen, and every time they happen, when these, I mean, it can continue upwards, but when these are extreme levels. But up here you can see once you hit these kind of levels, you know, you have some kind of pullback. Some kind of pullback or sideways motion is needed right now to actually, what's going to happen if we wanted this white line to go all the way to zero line, and that can only happen one of two ways. It's either with a pullback, all the way down to the white line, or some kind of sideways motion, so the white line can catch up with the price. So how this is going to play out is a little bit tricky to say, but the pullback is needed and it is expected. Now if you go to the 1 hourly time frame, you'll see here that we are already down at 50 moving average, and we're getting support there. So whether this support is going to hold is hard to say, but you know, what you want to look for is getting back above the moving averages. So here on the 1 hourly, that's the 20 moving average up here. You want to see us getting back above the 20 moving average, and of course eventually getting above 2.4 on the 1 hourly. You know, that's going to be the big thing. So it's hard to say how far this is going to go. There are certain levels, of course. One very important level is down here at 1.65, because number one, it's you know, daily support, and number two, it's also daily support on the 10 moving average. So that's a very important level to watch. You can see this also corresponds with the 50 moving average on the 4 hourly time frame. But are we gonna drop all the way down there? I don't think so. I think the 20 moving, if this is bullish, like the way I think is bullish, I think the 20 moving average just might, you know, give us enough support to actually, you know, get above up here and, you know, go higher from over there. Overall, I don't see this, you know, some kind of you know, topping out, some kind of you know, bearish sentiment, some kind of, because on the, if you look at the RSI, the MACD on the this is on 4 hourly, but on daily, MACD is just starting going towards the upside. It's not overbought on the daily. On the weekly, it's not overbought. Like, everything looks fine. Technicals, everything looks fine. There's no problem. The only problem is if Bitcoin suddenly decides to, you know, drop down like 20% or for whatever reason. But even Bitcoin right now is super bullish, so I don't see any problem with Fantom having a pullback, and the pullback is expected either. And I think a lot of people are looking for a pullback. So if a lot of people are looking for a pullback, a lot of people want to buy in, I don't think this has a lot of room to go. I don't think this has a lot of room to go, and I think all of this is right. I think all of this is right now being just bought up. I think the sell-off had to come after 100%. So this is a sell-off, but a lot of new people are buying these prices up here, because although it does seem high, it's not high if it's gonna go another 100% towards the upside. Targets towards the upside are always tricky to figure out. And I got nothing for you right now. I think we did this yesterday as well, but we got nothing. On the trend lines we got nothing. Maybe something like this up here, maybe even that is hitting it right now. We got nothing when it comes to targets, but I'll try to find some kind of targets next time. But right now the only thing that's important right now is that this pullback, it's needed, it's wanted. It doesn't look to be any kind of problem that's indicated this is going to go to zero. Indication to zero, if we go down to support, bounce, then get these moving averages get rejected and then go down. Now this is a bad pattern. This is a very bad pattern. So you go down to the 50 moving average, you go up and you get rejected by this 10 and 20 moving average. You go back down again, then these moving averages start to curl down. You go up there, you get the reject again, and eventually this support breaks on the downside, and that's actually where the things get pretty bad. Below the 165, but above the 65 there's always way to do something like up here and jump on the moving averages and just continue climbing up. So it's gonna take a long time before we actually call Fantom a bad move, but right now this pullback, welcome. Come back tomorrow and see what's happening tomorrow. We're gonna check the Fantom tomorrow as well, see if this is gonna pump more or it's not, if it's found some kind of bottom or not, and check out the pattern if it needs some kind of help for whatever. See you guys, bye bye.